In this video, I'm going to show you and review 13 new Canva features that have been released in this month of February 2026. And these are the features worth talking about. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Ronnie Hermosa. I am a Canva verified expert. And if this is your first time here watching us, well, first of all, welcome. This is the channel for you to learn Canva to either start or grow your business or to progress in your career. We publish new videos every single week. If this is for you, if you want to learn Canva, well, make sure you subscribe because yeah, we have a ton of videos here. All right, today we talk about what's new in Canva for this month of February, 13 new features. Let's start with what's new in Canva Sheets. The first novelty is a simple feature called grouping sheet rows, okay? This one allows you to group different rows in your Canva sheets so that you can optimize and better organize, better visually present the information in that sheet. And every time I introduce a new feature, you will see on this title slide who the feature is for. So here we can see it's free, so it's for everyone, pro, business, enterprise, edu, or not-for-profit users. Okay, so let's have a look at the feature itself. Okay, so what I have here is a spreadsheet that we are actually using for our business to keep track of the type of videos that perform well on YouTube about Canva. Okay, so I have a bunch of different columns and rows, and you see some of these content pieces are from the same creator. We have Luis Urrutia here. He has about 8 videos right here. So what I can do and what I want to show you is that you can group these rows right here. So I selected them by first selecting the first one, clicking on the row column right here. It's not my A column, it's the first one right here that gives me the number of this row. And then I will hold my shift key and click on the last one. And now if I right click on these, I should see a button that says group 9 rows. Okay, so I'm going to click, and now you see I have this little drop down arrow right here that allows me to open and collapse this group of rows. Okay, so if I collapse it, then well, I have optimized the space right here in my Canva sheet. And I could do the same for every single duplicated creator that I have here. I have Kushi Sharma here with 2 videos. So I could just again select the 2 rows, right click, group the 2 rows, and there we go. Same for this one right here. I have a bunch of them. Okay, again, shift, click, right click, group. There you go. And now I have a Canva sheet that is much better organized, in my opinion, easier to read at first glance. But you might be wondering, like, how if I want to ungroup them? Well, just do the opposite manipulation here. So just click on it again and then right click on your grouped rows and then remove grouping. Okay, you should see this option. Again, I'm going to show you. Click on the group, right click, remove grouping. I'm going to do this for all of them. So I'm back to my original sheet. All in all, I think this is a neat little feature to have in your Canva sheets. And I love that Canva is continuing to work on this specific document type. And talking about sheets, there is something else that's new in them this month of February. That other thing is that you can now hide sheet columns. We just talked about grouping rows, but this one is about the columns. Similarly, this feature is available to all users, so that's the good news. And I'm going to show you how it works from my Canva sheet right here, which is the same sheet. So you see here, there is a column without any title. So column D right here, that for now, I don't really need to see that, okay? So what I will do, I will just click on the column itself, so on top of everything else where it says the letter D, and then right click again, and you can see that new feature here that says hide column. If I do this, I will see this little indicator right here, that little icon with the 2 hooks, indicating that there is something hidden here. Okay, so you can hover over that button, that icon, and Canva will tell you show column D. So if you click here, you will again show column D. But if you click again on that arrow, it will collapse that column and it will be hidden again. And if you want to unhide this column, well, you first need to make it appear. Make sure you select it, just this one column, the one that is hidden, and then right click, and you should see unhide column. This will work for multiple columns as well. So let's say I want to hide column D and G right here. So if you want to select column D and G, well, you first select the first one and then hold your command key, click on the second one, and then right click, hide two columns. And you should see two of these little icons right now. And if you want to unhide these columns, you will need to do that separately, one by one. Okay, so let's start with the D column, right click, unhide column, and then the G one, come here, right click, unhide column. And there you go. Your sheet is back in its original form. All right, moving on to another category of features. This is what's new in the UI, user interface, and UX, user experience in Canva. I have a few features here, so yeah, let's just take on the first one. The first one is that you can now export your design insights or the statistics that you get about specific viewers that visit your Canva designs. You can export this data into a Canva sheet, which is very convenient. This one is a pro feature, so only for paid Canva members, so pro, business, enterprise, and then edu and not-for-profit will also get access to this. Let me quickly show you how this one works. I'm going to switch over to a document right here. Let's take this website right here. The important thing is this new feature, which is this button right here that says analytics. Okay, again, this is a pro feature. So if you don't see this, or if you see this with a limited amount of data here, that's because you're not a paid Canva user. So this button, analytics, shows you a bunch of different statistics. For example, here I have a number of visits to my Canva websites that I created and published. 125 visits, 22% of these visits are from the United States, then from Spain, India, Austria, the Netherlands, etc., etc. So the novelty is that you can now export all of this into a Canva sheet. You see this button right here, export to sheet. So I haven't done that before, so this is going to be new for us. Select analytics, let's say all. I want to see all of that stuff. Export to sheet. Canva is going to work its magic, create a new sheet, and should give me the info right here. I have 3 different pages. Okay, so I have the visitors. There's nothing here on page 1 and 2, but then I have page 3, which has a bunch of information. Okay, so that's good. I'm not sure why I have 2 other pages right here. Maybe let's try to understand that. Maybe it's because I have public view links, yes, and social media first. So it's exporting these 2 first batches of data into separate sheets in my sheet. So I think that's the reason why. And then the third one is this one. But it works quite well. And now with this data right here, you can create further charts with this, graphs or whatever, or you could feed that to an LLM like ChatGPT or Claude to draw some conclusion, to turn this analytic, these numbers into actual recommendation or into actual insights that you can present to your team or just simply use for yourself to learn about this data. So this is pretty useful. I love that Canva, again, is continuing to add love to the sheets because I think data is important. This is not our strong point, my strong point, but this is something I'm actively working on now that we have AI to help us. All right, let's continue to explore. We have plenty more new features, so don't you go anywhere. So this one is called Edit Elements in Group, and you can now do more things. So Canva introduces new functionalities to resize, rotate, ungroup, and drag grouped elements, removing the need to first ungroup these elements so that you can manipulate them individually. And this is for everyone, so it's available to free users, meaning it's for everyone. So let me show you how it works. So here I have simply copied the visual that was on my title slide for this feature. And you can see this is a group of different things. I have an image. I have a hand-drawn circle right here and a hand-drawn arrow. Let me show you by ungrouping them so you can see 1, 2, 3 elements. Okay, let's regroup that because I want to show you what the feature can do. Well, first of all, you can, if you click on the thing, you can now tweak that specific element without ungrouping everything. Okay, prior to today, we could not do this. We had to ungroup all of the elements and then click on this particular one, so this hand-drawn circle, if we wanted to modify it. But now I can modify by simply clicking on it. And most of the time you'll have to click twice. So the first click is on the group of elements and the second click is on the element per se. So now I can modify this one element individually. For example, if I want to change its color for the blue, there you go. If I want to rotate it, no problem, I can do that. I can also ungroup this one element from the group without moving the other elements in the group. See, they're still grouped. The arrow and the image are still grouped together. So this is pretty cool in my opinion because it gives us less clicks basically. So you see I can group everything now, and if I want to move the arrow in my group without moving everything, I can do that. Okay, I can just move it like so, click outside of that, and now move my grouped element as well. So this is a simple feature, but it saved me 1 or 2 clicks, which is always good. Saving clicks is my hobby. Should make a t-shirt about that. Let's move to the next feature. The next one is called bulk select, delete, and restore in the trash. Okay, so historically, managing files in Canva has been quite clunky, especially in the trash can. For example, if you wanted to delete permanently some elements in your trash can, you had to do that individually. And similarly, if you wanted to restore these elements, you had to do it individually. Now, users can choose multiple trashed items to delete or restore rather than doing it one at a time. Okay, this is a free feature, so great news for everyone. All right, let's have a look. Let's dive into Ronnie's trash. Okay, so the trash can could be fine if you open this collapse menu right here, and then right here at the bottom, you should see your Canva trash can. So let's get in there. Okay, so I have these different designs in my trash can, and you have different tabs right here to sort through your designs, your images, your videos, your files. Okay, so let's say you want to bulk restore some of these designs. You can now just click, drag, select them, and restore them all at once, or delete them all at once. So that's really what there is to it. It's not a revolutionary feature, but it's again a time saver. So well done. All right, moving on to the next UI improvement. This one is called Translate Page Notes using Magic Translate. So we already knew Translate, but the novelty is that Canva now introduced for paid users the possibility to also translate the notes that you might have written on that specific page of your design. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to be using a deck right here, which is the deck for module 2 of the Rondi collab. What I want to show you is how you can now translate the notes that you might have together with your slides. Okay, so very easy. You will need to find the Translate app. So you go to your apps right here, find Translate. So it should be under your More from Canva apps, Translate right here. And now you can select the language. So you can select to a specific language. Let's say I want to translate that into Spanish. Spanish, there you go. Original, we keep the same tone. And in order for this to work, you need to select the text from your current page. There you go. And now I can see that select page notes is available. So what we want at this stage, so let's click here and click on the text also on the slide, and I can translate that now. So let's give it a try. I'm going to translate this. So the suficiente para aprender de las señales. Okay, so this was correctly translated, but now let's have a look at my notes. Lo que queremos en esta etapa del proceso es validar nuestra idea. Se trata de recopilar información de personas reales. Okay, so this was correctly translated. So let's revert that because I don't want to change my original deck, but hey, here you go. And if you want to learn more about the Rondi collab and how it can help you become a better content creator, and again, this is not for everyone. This is for those who want to start monetizing their content. Well, if that's you, check out the link. It's the landing page of the collab where you can learn more about if this is for you or not. All right, let's keep moving, guys. We still have some features to cover. The next one is called one-click presenting. This one is cool, and it just, again, removes clicks. So this could be the theme for this month of February. Canva is removing clicks, cleaning all these unnecessary clicks. So the way we remove click with this feature is for getting into presenter mode. So for that, let's get back to my deck right here. Before, if you wanted to get into presenter mode, let's turn off the notes here. We don't need need notes for now. Originally, if you wanted to get into presenter mode, you had to click on the present button, select one of the views, for example, presenter view, full screen view, and then hit present. That's how you get there, 3 clicks. And now with this improvement, you see now this button has a drop down arrow. The drop down shows you all the present modes. So that's what used to be the entire button is now just the drop down, okay? But if you want to quickly get into presenter view, just click the present button and there you go. You are already presenting. Now, some of you will tell me, well, Ronnie, you could already do that. And you would be right. You could already do that in only 1 click. But that is if you clicked on that little button right here at the bottom of your screen that says present full screen. There you go. Present full screen. It's the same action really as this present button. Now, what would be very cool is that if Canva could remember my selection right here, this little drop down, for example, if I click on presenter view, because presenter view do something else, like let's show you, it opens my note, my presenter view, my studio, recording studio, where I have my notes and I can resize this and go from one side to another. So it does something different. And it also opens this presenter or this audience window that you can, for example, use for the projector you're using. So that's presenter mode. So the ideal thing, the next improvement, Canva, if you're watching, I know sometimes you watch my videos, then do this, like make sure you remember the user selection when we use the little drop down. And then the next time we hit that present button, get into that specific mode instead of the default full screen mode. Okay, so that's just one way to further improve this feature, but this is already cool. All right, guys, we are making some good progress. I have 4 or 5 more features to go. And if you are enjoying this video, learning something new with me this week, give me a like. I would really appreciate that. It will just push the video to more people, you know, the YouTube algorithm thing. I don't like begging for likes, but it really does help YouTube creators like ourselves. So yeah, subscribe if you want to see more of this in your feed, because yeah, we have plenty more to come. All right, what's new in Docs? Only one feature. It's a simple one, but this one is a good one. This one is one that I have been waiting for a long time. Okay, it's called automatic page breaks. Say goodbye to endless one-pager Canva Docs. If you don't do anything about it, your Canva Doc will be an infinite long scroll and it's hard to read, or it's even impossible to print if you even need to print it. So that was not good, and Canva understood that and made this little adjustment to generate automatic page breaks in your Canva Docs. It's available for everyone, and I want to show you how it works by going into a document that I have created. All right, so here again, this is the master deck for the collab, and I have this document which is long. It's already kind of broken into a few different sections, but I've done that manually. So what I want to show you is that in your Canva Doc, okay, so this is a Canva Doc. It's in a wider document, which is a presentation document, but page 4 is a doc, okay? So it just behaves like a Canva Doc. Click on the File button right here and locate this new feature, this new item in the menu that says Page Setup, okay? You should see the little new badge right here. So I'm gonna click here. I can decide to insert page breaks. For example, if I want this document to be formatted as an A4 document, I could simply click here on this one and Canva will auto-generate page breaks. You see, it broke it in different sections. So that could be very useful now if, let's say, I want to print this document or create a PDF about this document, because it won't just randomly break it in like random parts of the document. So this is very useful. This is a great feature. I love that we now have that, because yeah, it was quite awkward to either print or export these Canva documents into something else than just a link that people can scroll on their phone. So well done. And now moving to the last category of features, which is probably the most anticipated one. What's new in Canva AI? AI is all the rage. We all want to talk about AI, use more AI. A few of us don't want AI, they don't like AI. But hey, if you do like AI, we have a secondary channel at Team Rondi. I don't know if you knew that. It's called AI with Rondi, where I and Diana create a bunch of good tutorials about the latest and trendiest AI tools. We talk about ChatGPT, we talk about Nano Banana, we talk about Kling, we talk about all of the stuff you can do in Higgsfield, in HeyGen. So if you are also playing around, experimenting with these AI tools as a content creator, if you believe this is for you, you can scan this QR code. It will redirect you to the channel. Okay, so what's new in AI in Canva? Well, the first one is going to make our friends from the non-English speaking countries quite happy, because this one is Lottie video generation in Canva AI. What the heck does Lottie mean? Well, is languages other than English. So languages other than English now also get video generation in Canva AI, which is great because it used to be limited to only English speakers or people who had set up their Canva account in English. So one important note is that this feature is a paid feature. I believe there is a 30-day free trial in the description of our videos, so it should be easy to find if you want to try Canva Pro for free for 30 days. All right, so let me show you how this works by going to my homepage, Canva AI. Oh, but yeah, there is one thing I need to do first is to go to my settings and change the language. Let's get into French, for example. Français de Belgique, of course, since I'm Belgian. All right, so the change has been applied. My Canva is now in French. Donc, je vais commencer à parler en français. No, just kidding. Tutorial is going to remain in English because I know you guys prefer English. Okay, so I am now in the Canva AI section of Canva right here. And you should see, even in French, séquence video. Okay, so that's generate a video clip, I think, in English. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to prompt in French saying une vidéo d'un lapin rose avec une baguette magique. Okay, and for all of you friends who don't speak French, this means a video of a white rabbit with a magic wand, okay? A magic wand, pink rabbit. Let's see. Okay, style doesn't really matter, 16:9, pas de piste audio, so no audio. Yeah, let's just go simple and generate this. So just want to show you that Canva AI is going to do it, even though I'm using my Canva account in a language other than English, a Lottie language. And I'm gonna admit to you guys, just between you and me, that I had to ChatGPT what Lottie means because I wasn't sure. But then I was like, oh yeah, language other than English. It made sense. There you go. My little video of a lapin rose. Let's play it. It's cute. Looks like a Kirby, for those of you who know Kirby, the Nintendo character. Okay, so mission accomplished. I have a video, I have my white rabbit, I have the magic wand. So yeah, this is a success. And it demonstrates that I can now generate videos in languages other than English. All right, good. Moving on. The next AI novelty, which is not exactly a novelty because this has been out since October of last year. But what's new is that this feature is now out of beta and just made it to everyone. It's a feature that now everyone should be able to use. And this one is the ability to generate 3D objects in Magic Media. So along with photos, videos, and elements, you can now create 3D objects. Okay, so let me show you. And this is the little guy I generated, cute crocodile with glasses. Okay, so I can rotate my character around and I should see the different angle, the texture is pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna move him over there and yeah, show you how you can yourself generate these 3D elements. This is a free feature or freemium feature. I think you should be able to generate some of these 3D elements for free. To do it, you will need to go to your apps. This comes from the app Magic Media. So you will find this app under apps and under more from Canva. So search for Magic Media. Okay, Magic Media right here. And the 3D section should be right here at the end of the 4 filters, the 4 tabs right here on top. So go to 3D and generate something. So maybe now that I have the cute little crocodile, I want a cute pink baby ostrich. Generate 3D. So you can pretty much prompt anything you want. You can give it more information about the style that you want, like the accessories that you want, the color, it should work. So yeah, let's quickly speed up the video. This doesn't take too much time. There you go, my baby ostrich. It's not the same style as this guy right here, but it's fine. I mean, I'm gonna click on it so it comes to my design, and we are going to make it face the baby crocodile, okay, like so. And there you go. Now my baby crocodile has a friend. I wonder if I could copy the style of this and apply this style to this ostrich. No, I cannot do that. Maybe in the future, we'll see. Let's move on to the next feature. All right, this one is pretty cool. We can now generate more design doc types in Canva AI, okay? This is free for everyone to try, but only for English-speaking countries this time, or English-speaking Canva accounts. So let me show you what it is and what it does. But before we are going to read this because we want to know which kind of document types we can now create. And previously, you could do presentations, social media, and a few other more document types, but now you can generate designs based on the prompt. I am talking about writing a prompt, and Canva will generate a template or a design for you and give you several options. This is what it is. So previously you had a limited amount of document types, and now they made it broader, like they give you more options. And the novelties is that you can create invitations, phone wallpapers, stickers, desktop wallpapers, flyers, cards, banners, letterheads, certificates, and brochures. Pretty cool. Let's try some of these. So for that, need to come to Canva AI, and that's the first button right here that says design. So I'm going to prompt create an iPhone wallpaper with curvy patterns in green shades and colors. So create an iPhone wallpaper with curvy patterns in green shades and colors. Why? Because my phone case is green, and I would love to have a new phone lock screen. Let's just launch this. Let's make sure we are on the design. This should launch this chat with Canva AI, and yeah, a few different designs should start to appear in front of our eyes. This time I'm not going to speed it up because I know this is fast and I should get different options. There you go. So I can see 3 out of 4 here because here it gave me a phone mockup. That's not what I wanted, but these other 3 are pretty good. And I could see myself using something like this, for example, or even something like that. So that's good. I like that. This one with the sparks, not so much, but this one is cool. And this one is also cool. So from here, you can do more things. So you can ask for more images. You can transform this into another design. You can change the colors. And yeah, this is pretty interesting. What else was in there? Stickers. Let's try a sticker this time. Okay, so I guess I will start back from here, from the beginning. All right, so I'm going to write a prompt. For example, create a cartoon style sticker with white outline of this reference image. Okay, so create a cartoon style sticker with white outline of this reference image. And I'm going to upload an image as a reference. I'm going to give it my Canva Verified Expert badge right here. It's uploading. There you go. So yeah, I have my expert badge. Ask it to create a sticker. Let's see if it can do it. All right, so it couldn't handle that task. Canva is sorry, but it can't help with my request just yet. It's still learning how to handle reference images. Okay. Well, at least he's being transparent and honest. So cartoon sticker, let's come back. Let's just create a cartoon style sticker of a happy dog. Okay, so no, but I want the white outline and dark white outline. Okay, let's just do this and create it. There you go. I have some happy dog stickers. I have 4 and they all look cute. Like this one and this one kind of look the same. They're actually all different. Yeah, they're all different and they look pretty good. I think my favorite one is this one. It's a sticker, has a white outline, and this one is cool too. I mean, we can still see it's AI because of the imperfections here. Some are better drawn than others. I really like this one. This is something we could maybe implement for our certified expert badges, like something that that goes a little bit over the badge. That's a very, very cool effect. Okay, cool. Well, that's what I wanted to show you. You can now create different doc types. Again, which one are they? Invitations, phone and desktop wallpapers, stickers, just showed it to you, flyers, card, banners, letterhead, certificates, and brochures. So well done, Canva. Again, this is only for English accounts. So if you want to test that, I guess you need to switch your account language to English. All right, 2 more features to go, guys. So stay with me. The next one is called Web Search Integration in Canva AI. This one is a big deal. Canva is adding more oomph to its knowledge base, the kind of information it has access to, and it's kind of like trickling that down to the Canva AI users. So what is it? Well, it's Canva AI allowing me to now connect real-time information from the web when I prompt it. This is a pro feature or paid feature. So yeah, you need a paid account to do that. But let me show you how this works in a real life scenario. This works for when you create documents in Canva. So let's create a document. Let's say I want to write an email. There you go, email. So I can select the type of documents. And I want Canva AI to write an email that promotes our new membership, the Rondi Collab, to aspiring content creators. Tell them what the collab is all about and give them 3 good reasons to join. Okay, so write an email that promotes our new membership, the Rondi Collab, to aspiring content creators. Tell them what the collab is all about and give them 3 good reasons to join. Obviously, I need to give Canva access to the web. And I want to do 2 different tests here. First test, no URL, just go find the Rondi Collab on your own Canva. Let's see if you can do that. So that's what we are going to do first. But first, I'm going to copy this just in case it doesn't work and I have to come back. So I will make sure that the web is selected. It's a pro feature, as I mentioned, a paid feature. So let's launch this prompt, speed up the video so we get there. And there we go. I do have a document right here. Okay, it looks like an email. It's formatted in a Canva doc. Let's see if it's the actual right information. Hello, content creators. Okay, Rondi Collab membership, a collaborative space for creators. Are you ready to take your content to the next level? We are thrilled to introduce the Rondi Collab, a brand new membership community designed specifically for aspiring content creators like you. I need to read this to see if it's true, whether you are building, okay, that's good. Exclusive learning resource, access to a library of master classes, tutorials and guides, or if it's just inventing what a content creator membership would look like. And it seems like this is invented. Why am I saying this? Because exclusive learning resources, library of masterclass, tutorials and guides covering everything from content strategy and video editing, social media marketing and monetization. I'm not sure actually. Supportive community, yes, unparalleled growth opportunities, gain access to exclusive opportunities such as brand partnerships, sponsored content deals and shout out from established creators. No, this is not from our page. We cannot wait. This is not taken from our website. Now, I was skeptical because it could be, but it's not. So what I'm going to do is to do it again, but this time I'm going to give it a URL. So be careful when you generate stuff with AI, even in Canva, because it has this tendency to hallucinate and just give you whatever you want to hear without it being the real deal. So not so happy about this one, but let me correct that. Let me give it the URL and I'm going to refine my prompt as well. So I want that email. Write an email and tell them what content they will receive each month in the collab. Okay, that question, it cannot really invent it, like the answer. It's specific, and so it needs to nail that answer for showing me that it's working, okay? It's not hallucinating. All right, I have my document right here, my email. Let's click on it. I'm curious now. Rondi Collab membership, empowering content creators. So the benefits of joining, monthly content highlights. So now we are talking, because this, the Rondi Talk, a deep dive into specific content creation topic, offering actionable tips and insights, mini course workflow, yes, live sessions, yes, and community. Now this is actually actually taken from our website, our landing page. All right, benefits of joining. Okay, I'm not gonna read all of this, but I got my confirmation that this is not AI slop invented by Canva. So great, it did the job, and Canva AI now has access to the World Wide Web, but it works better if you give it a specific URL to look into. All right, one last feature to go, guys. We almost made it. This was a heavy month in terms of features. The last one is something I have already talked about on the channel. I have made a dedicated video about this. This is the new Canva and ChatGPT integration via the Canva app in ChatGPT. This is available for all Canva and ChatGPT users. So even if you are a free ChatGPT user, this will work for you. All right, so what is it? Well, it's a simple feature that allows you to create custom presentations in Canva, but from ChatGPT. Okay, I'm gonna quickly demonstrate it. For that, I need to head over ChatGPT, of course. All right, so from here, you have two different ways you can access the Canva app. The first one is by unfolding this menu right here and go to your apps, and you should see Canva right here. For example, the Canva app here is showing as the featured app, but this is what it looks like. And you need to connect that to your ChatGPT account. So mine is already connected, so that's why the button says start chat. If it's not yet connected, it will say connect or something like this. So just follow the prompts and connect your app. Once it's connected, just click on start a chat, and you should see the little Canva connector right here. I'm gonna hide that. All right, I am now ready to prompt. My Canva app is connected. You see the logo here. So the prompt is the following: create a pitch deck presentation to explain the value of the Rondi collab to aspiring content creators. And I want to go deeper. You remember that the Canva doc that I had, like my page 4 of my Rondi collab deck, which had a bunch of information about the collab? Well, I can add this as a attached document right here. Should be in my downloads somewhere. There you go, Rondi collab. I can show you what it looks like. That's the entire deck. The old version, the one that is not being formatted with the automatic page breaks. So you see how everything connects at the end. All right, so uploading this PDF document. So I have my prompt, I have the document, create a pitch deck presentation. So important to mention what kind of Canva document you want. Pitch deck presentation should be understood. So when I launch this prompt, ChatGPT will now open this guided presentation feature and suggest an outline for my presentation right here in ChatGPT. So let's speed up the video slightly. So you see the different slides being created here. 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. It's going to create more. All right, I have something to work with right here. The Rondi collab, building a real content business. I have 10 plus 3 more pages, so 13 pages. If I click on any of these pages, so why the Rondi collab exists. If I click here, I can see the points that will be mentioned on that specific slide. So slide number 3, why the collab exists. We realized we were only teaching tools, not the full business system behind them. Our audience needed clarity, direction, and strategy. The collab opens the door for real workflow. So that's good. Who is it for? The core promise. What makes the collab different? Yep, not a course buffet like Skillshare or Udemy. So this is good, actually. This is really taken, obviously, from my strategic document. So it should be good. All right, so once you have this, you can simply open this in Canva. I don't think there is more. Oh yeah, there are more options here. You can change the tone, casual, professional. Let's make that casual. You can change the length. Okay, let's go for balance. You can change the design. You can even apply your brand kit. Let's just do that. Let's apply the collab brand kit and update this. It will update this entire presentation right here. And once you're done, you can generate some of the designs. Okay, I'm going to leave it here. It's slowly updating here. If you are interested about this, I will leave a link to the dedicated video I created a few weeks ago. So yeah, have a look here if you want to go deeper into how to link Canva and ChatGPT to even design on brand. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.